I mean, I'm thinking about giving up now, and I'm only 4 into it. I'm willing to admit that the problem is me. This was the resurgence of Mr. G, date 100. We were watching Waiting for Guffman, and then he just got really gropey. I do take responsibility for my part in this and not really saying how I was feeling about the situation, which is that I wish we could just be friends, you know? Maybe I should tell him that. What I wish is that I didn't have to tell him that and that he could have just picked up on my social cues of not really responding to his texts and Facebook messages until I absolutely had to. Or if he just left me alone for a little bit and then was like, hey, you want to go to a movie? And then I casually could have been like, these are my feelings. But I never get the time to do that when immediately, when we're alone, it's all like he wants to take over my mouth. I would have felt a lot better if like a couple weeks had gone by and then we hung out, and instead of him being all like in my face, I could have just been like, I think you're so cool and I would really like it if we could be friends. The next time I hang out with him, that's what I can probably say, and it won't be like out of nowhere. Because I feel like the more time that goes by that I don't respond, the easier that it will be. What I want to avoid is a conversation where he's like, okay, so you're dating, but you just don't want to date me. I'm a pussy. I don't want to hurt his feelings. I do want to be friends with him the way we were friends before, when he was just funny and intelligent and my buddy, and, you know, we joked around. And if I were on the other end of this, I would like to think that I picked up on the social cues and was kind of just taking my time and feeling things out. I certainly would have been less forward, and maybe my feelings would have been hurt, but I would not have been so kind of persistent, pushy, adamant. Some people find that very manly, and in some cases I do as well. But like I was saying, if it were me, I think I just would have kind of backed up and been like, alright, give me a call when, you know, you want to hang out. Cool. And then if we did go out, I probably casually would have been like, you know, we can be just friends, like, that's fine. And then there was supposed to be a date 96. So I didn't really know this guy that well, and this date was planned for like more than a week by his doing, and he seemed really kind of like, you know, would send me emails like, oh, I'm nervous about Saturday, but also excited. Alright, then on the day of the date, I get these following texts from him. Went out with a friend last night, we hooked up. It's nothing serious, but wouldn't be fair to you tonight. Realize not really looking for anything serious. And you seem like a nice woman, so thought you should know. Didn't want to give you the wrong impression because you are really cute. TMI. Now, there are other people who would think, that's really sweet. She's really honest. And maybe I think that too. Now, if that had happened to me, I think I would have just, depending on the situation, either just went on the date anyway, or had this happened with someone that I really, you know, cared about, I would have just sent a text or called the earliest I could on the day and been like, I have to cancel, and that's all. It's just weird. People are weird, and so am I.